2 minutes. Start time. What a great way to start a panel. Everybody's deaf. Welcome to permanent hearing loss. Oh, I see you brought your senses of humor. That's wonderful. Hey guys, are you ready for the Use Your Words live panel? I'm so glad you are. I'm so glad you are. So I just want these tech folks to know is once we start the game, you'll want to actually have that the actual game footage on the screen. I'm going to make sure this is all getting ready to go, and then I'm going to introduce our honest-to-God fabulous panelists. No joke. Requesting a room code. All right. So the room code is DRTN. Now, you guys out in the audience are able to play as well by going to the same URL that I really wish was on the projector right now. There we go. Oh, they're balancing back and forth between, between the stream and the thing. Interesting. All right. So, you guys will choose I'm a spectator. On the dais, they're going to choose that they're not a spectator. You guys are going to choose I'm a player. But in the meantime, let me please introduce these amazing guests. By the way, I'm Brent Black, a.k.a. Brental Floss. I designed Use Your Words, and I'm so glad you're here. Now, our first contestant, hailing from Canada, is a YouTuber and a Twitch streamer, and a self-proclaimed game glitch personified, and also host of a podcast called Top Down Perspective. Put your hands together for Proton John.
Hi, everybody.
Next up, traveling from Dallas, Texas, my hometown, he provides the voice of Hercule, a.k.a. Mr. Satan, on Dragon Ball Z, as well as Mr. Torg from Borderlands 2 and a bunch of other voices. Give a warm MomoCon welcome to Chris Rager. Moving right along, she's a cosplayer and voice actor providing voice acting for Kruby Productions' Ruby Abridged, and you may also know her as Wendy from her music video version of the Wendy's diss track, Rest in Grease. Please welcome the extremely funny Katie Johnson. Our fourth contestant has been the voice of Majin Buu, aka Fat, Evil, and Kid from Dragon Ball Z, as well as Commander Red from Dragon Ball since 2001. He's also written and produced short films, performed improv and musical comedy, and even performed body talent for Barney the Dinosaur on an award-winning tour. Give it up for the very well-rounded Josh Martin. Next up, hailing from Birmingham, Alabama, his YouTube channel, Akio Boy, is heavily influenced by anime, pop culture, and video games, and he's just an all-around swell dude. Please welcome Ronnie Moore Jr. And our sixth contestant, last but not least, you know him from Vine, you know him from YouTube. His voiceover skills are legendary, and his short comedy videos about anime and video games are so funny, they make me mad. Please welcome Sungwon Cho! All right, the grand prize for the winner today will be these Hello Panda cookies.
Oh, damn.
You guys are competing for that, so get ready to leave richer than you came in. Now, you guys are going to be able to be spectators in this game we're about to play. Soon we will see, okay, so there's the URL, there's the code. You're going to choose I'm a spectator. Make sure your phones are on and not asleep when you see player answers. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. Could somebody just click the play button and then kill the cursor? Yep, there you go. Hey, all right, here we go. If we could get a little more audio, that'd be great. This is round one. It's called Sub the Title. Here come the rules.
You're about to see a subtitled film clip that's missing a subtitle, and the subtitle will be filled in by you. Get ready. The clip will play twice. Now, for our feature presentation.
Okay, here comes the clip. Gonna play twice, and you guys fill in the blank.
二人また何か悪いこと企んでるな。
違うわ。私たち宇宙船を見つけに行くのよ。
はは。二人また何か悪いこと企んでるな。
違うわ。私たち宇宙船を見つけに行くのよ。
All right, so what's going to happen is the contestants are going to write what they think is funny. Meanwhile, if you had an idea of what you would think is funny, hang on to it because in the next round, when they're writing their next answers, I'm going to come out to ask you what you would have done for this clip. Remember, Tumblr's always watching. Let's be nice. Let's behave ourselves. Let's be inclusive, good people. Por favor. All right. And also, if you're playing in spectator mode, like I said, once you're logged in as a spectator, make sure your phone is awake and on for when the answers play, and you'll get to actually make choices that will give out awards to the contestants at the end of the game. Fun fact, the timer doesn't start till the first person writes an answer, so it conforms to how slow Grandma is. And you can play this game with Grandma, by the way. She's probably funnier than you. I'm just telling you, I learned a lot about my grandparents and older relatives playing this game. I didn't know my Aunt Mary knew the word dick. By the way, there's a slight content warning on the thing, but if you're suddenly worried about that, now would be the time to maybe find a different panel. But it's not going to get too rough. All right, 29 seconds left. Somebody's tinkering out an amazing answer. I can't wait. And also, if you can't think of an answer, the house decoy button lets you borrow one of our house answers. All right, let's see what they wrote.
二人また何か悪いこと企んでるな。
違うわ。私たち宇宙船を見つけに行くのよ。
Oh my.
はは。二人また何か悪いこと企んでるな。
違うわ。私たち宇宙船を見つけに行くのよ。
はは。二人また何か悪いこと企んでるな。
違うわ。私たち宇宙船を見つけに行くのよ。
はは。二人また何か悪いこと企んでるな。
違うわ。私たち宇宙船を見つけに行くのよ。
はは。二人また何か悪いこと企んでるな。
違うわ。私たち宇宙船を見つけに行くのよ。
はは。二人また何か悪いこと企んでるな。
違うわ。私たち宇宙船を見つけに行くのよ。
はは。二人また何か悪いこと企んでるな。
違うわ。私たち宇宙船を見つけに行くのよ。
All right, an amazing,
You may
amazing
have
round.
noticed an extra answer in there. We always throw in one of our own house answers. When you press the house decoy button, you get to use one of the house answers for yourself. But watch out. Voting for any house answer will deduct points from your score. So pick your favorite answer, but watch out for house answers.
Okay, so they're going to vote. If you played in spectator mode, you should be right around now providing a reaction for one of those answers. You can provide the ew, which means it's gross, the LOL, which means it's funny, or the offensive, which means exactly what it sounds like. And those will add up to awards they get at the end of the party match. And remember, I'm going to come out to you asking what you would have written for that prompt in the next round. All panelists, make sure that you've scrolled down and pressed the vote button. It's easy to miss. There we go. All right. Points to Josh right off the bat. Very nice. Oh, 2 votes. Nice. Oh! 3 of you fell for the house answer, and that's the first round's always a bit of a learning curve. You're learning the house answers can be a little more extra than you expected. All right. This guy, an early lead, but there's still more game yet. This is round 2, extra, extra.
The champ is always in the lead.
All right. So in this one, they're going to write a headline. It can also be a caption or a meme or whatever they think is funny for this photo. Now, while they do that, I'm going to come out to you. So the prompt last time was the guy said, "Hey, are you kids up to something?" And the little girl said, "What?"
I'm concocting something in my own laboratory down the basement.
Amazing. Give it up for the first person to give an answer, by the way. Takes a lot of guts. I'm not sure what she was concocting, but maybe it's better that we don't know. All right, did anybody else have one? All right, he says, "Are you kids up to something?" And she says,
Yes.
"Yeah." See, a lot of syllables, but it only means yes is funny. All right, very nice. Okay, front row, sir. He says, "Are you kids up to something?" And she says,
Is your mom up to something?
"Ooh, take that, guy with glasses near a bike." All right, "Are you kids up to something?" And she says,
I don't know. I'm only 7.
"She's only 7. She's only 7. I'm trying to help you out. She's only 7. "Are you kids up to something?" again? And she says,
Yeah, about 3'7", you tall jerk.
"Ooh, so much sass from this audience. I love it." All right, we got some auteurs up here tinkering some amazing answers. Here's what they wrote. So smooth. Yes. All right, they're going to vote for their favorite, but as always, they're going to watch out for house answers. And while they do that, let me remind you, we are currently available on the PS4, the Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, the Wii U, and Steam for PC and Mac, so check us out. It's lots of fun for the whole family. Nice. Oh, house answer. All right, Sungwon's on the board. Cosplaying as your testicle. That is one, by the way, congratulations. That is one smooth testicle. I don't know how you got the wrinkles out of that. That is amazing. All right, round
The champ
3.
is still in the lead. Oh, yeah.
We got Blank-O-Matic, the machine that lets you blank yourself. We're gonna fill in the blank. Damn these millennials and their blank. But while they do that, I'm gonna come out to you and ask what your captions would be for the newspaper. I'm gonna come way out there, actually. Let's try to stay away from any body shaming jokes. That's my challenge to you. I'm fatter than I want to be. Let's be nice. What do you have to say? What was the headline in your newspaper?
Mr. Man thought this shirt was a dress.
Mr. Man thought this shirt was a dress. Moving on. All right. Coming out to you, sir. What was your headline?
Local man dresses in potato sack. Hundreds are injured.
Hundreds are injured, all right? Of potatoes? I don't know what's going on there. All right. I'm coming to you in the blue shirt.
When body pillows go too far.
Yes. Yes. Can you top that?
Potato King famous person finds. I can't think of one.
I love your sense of humor. That was so meta. That was so like a joke about how it's hard to make jokes. Sir, you just outdid me. Well done. Well done to you. All right, let's see what they wrote. Damn these millennials and their blank. Stupid ass faces. Whoa. Whoa, Bloomberg News. Slow down there. Now that one's real, y'all. Oh, is that what you do with them? Oh, I didn't know. All right, now they're gonna vote for their favorite. They're gonna vote for their favorite, and I'd like to point out our artist made the little holes look like a dinosaur, and he didn't tell us. We found out later. Oh, fell for the house answer. It happens to the best of us. Hopes and dreams. Proton John is on the board. All right, Wendy now on the board. Stupid ass faces. All right, Boyd, you existence. Hey, all right. Got a nice even spread, but Mumble Rap goes to Josh Martin. All right, good spread. Anything could happen. This is only round 3 out of 7. Are you guys having a good time? Amazing. All right, we're gonna go back to sub the title. Stop talking during the movie and start typing. Gonna look in glorious 2D at this next clip.
아니, 영감 뭐야? 나는 오망 한 늙은이요.
One more time.
아니, 영감 뭐야? 나는 오망 한 늙은이요.
All right, this is actually from a North Korean film called Hong Kil Dong. It's kind of their version of a Robin Hood Batman character, and it's bad. All right, now, the last prompt was damn these millennials and their...
Damn these millennials and their Japanimation.
I grew up where the rental stores, video rental stores, they were a thing, and the section said that. The section said Japanimation. That's how I found out about it. I'm old. Damn these millennials and their...
Avocado toast.
Avocado toast.
Nice save, nice save.
I like the ellipses at the beginning. It was a dramatic pause. You nailed it. Damn these millennials and...
Laurel and Yanni's.
That's right, Laurel and Yanni's. These millennials. All right, damn these... I'm trying to find people that I haven't talked to yet. Damn these millennials and...
Their desire for affordable health care.
Whoa! You win. All right. Sorry. Here's the answers, y'all. Sorry.
아니, 영감 뭐야? 나는 오망 한 늙은이요. 아니, 영감 뭐야? 나는 오망 한 늙은이요. 아니, 영감 뭐야? 나는 오망 한 늙은이요.
That's awesome.
아니, 영감 뭐야? 나는 오망 한 늙은이요. 아니, 영감 뭐야? 나는 오망 한 늙은이요.
That's great.
아니, 영감 뭐야? 나는 오망 한 늙은이요.
I'd like to point out an Easter egg. Our artist thinks he's really clever and he hid skulls throughout the game. So if you're playing the game, you're like, was that a skull? Yes, it was. There were so many we couldn't get rid of them when it was time to release, so we just kept them. In the credits, Kai Salmon, our lead artist, his quote is, "Skulls for the Skull Throne." Welcome to our weird 1960s game where no one's alive and the only humanoid creatures are skulls. All right. Somebody's thinking hard. Here we go. Break yourself, fool. Nice. Wonderful. Oh, house answer. Yeah.
That shit in half. I didn't get no show off.
All right. Here comes round 5 out of 7. Extra, extra. The future of newspaper is today. It makes sense if you think about it. We're going to add a headline to this photo. All right. Wonderful. And if you guys want to scoot that around, everybody can, well, there's no way to get everybody to see it. Never mind. Crane your necks. We didn't think this through. Yes. All right. So, the last prompt. The guy breaks the sword. The other guy goes, "Who the heck are you?" And the sword breaking guy says,
The one and only Mr. Satan.
"Nice references." Okay. "Who the heck are you?" Very nice. All right. "Who the heck are you?"
What's my line again?
See, I like that kind of answer because he seemed to. You, sir, that was great. That was great. Your meta humor. Forget these folks. I'm with you. All right. "Who the heck are you?"
I'm the man about to shake your ass.
Wow. You said that so intensely. I'm a little walking away. Actually, "Who the heck are you?"
I'm Squidward. I'm Squidward. I'm Squidward.
All right. "Who the heck are you?"
Ask your mother.
Ooh. She too likes half swords. All right. I don't know if I was meaning to be as funny as you guys made it sound like I was, but thanks for the encouragement. All right. "Who the heck are you?"
I know I'm drunk as hell.
But what's your answer, though? Welcome to MomoCon. All right. "Who the heck are you?"
My name, Jeff.
There are so many things I don't get. As long as you guys do, I'm happy. "Who the heck are you?"
Search yourself, bitch. We're Guardians of the Galaxy.
I liked it. They didn't wait for the second half, but it was, all right, I think we're about done, and I'm going to try not to step on the first one like I did last time. Notice that the 9 on the phone is a skull. I'm telling you, they're everywhere. All right. Oh, no. Wow. This is where we started really knowing a lot about our panelists and how they think. That's wonderful. It's always kind of an ink blot test, you know? The darkness came out. I get it. I was expecting somebody to point out that his glasses are a crazy straw, but I guess that'll be for when you guys play at home. All right, let's see who voted for what. Nice. Oh. 1, 2. Very nice. I gotta say, it's a really tight score spread. Give it up for your panelists, by the way, being awesome. You guys are making this easy for me. Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
All right, second to last round. It takes 2 to tango, but it takes 3 to blank. While they figure that out, you guys are gonna tell me what you would have put for the caption on that last picture of the kid.
New chocolate chip cookies. They're explosive.
Well performed. You committed there, sir. I liked it. All right, what would your headline be, Mario?
Dexter's Laboratory, pulled from Cartoon Network, and replaced with Dexter's Meth Lab.
Dexter's Meth Lab. Would watch it. As long as they make it look like that new Thundercats, I can't wait for it. All right, I just wanted to rile you up. Oh, yeah, we know you have opinions. All right, what would you have put for the headline?
Local child does chaotic science and blows everyone away.
Nice. Well said. What would you have put?
Scientist kid discovers new way of masturbation.
Wow. Is there a new way? You know what?
Don't dwell on it.
When I was a kid, I thought I invented it. All right, I think this is gonna be the last one because we've got one left. Wow. You know what? There's a content warning on the thing, so I'm fine with it. All right, here we go.
The hard way?
All right. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh.
Who did that?
Oh, so true. I'm usually the third guy, to be honest. I haven't been told that one yet, but I guess I haven't been doing it right. All right. So spectators, if you're still playing, you will be choosing the grossest, the most offensive, and your choice of the funniest of the contestants. So if somebody doesn't win first place, they might still get a different prize, or rather a different, you know, not a real life prize, but an audience prize. An honor, you might say. Boy, the champ always has to really make sure he knows what he's doing strategically. I like that. Bummer. Hey. I loved that one. I loved that one. Dude, Thrango is a house answer.
Thank you.
Thrango is a house answer, and when I saw that, I was like, somebody else thought
Oh,
of
wait,
Thrango.
it is?
No,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so.
Oh, wow.
All right, here we go. This is the final lightning round. Survey says it's like a Hollywood game show, except you're on it. Now, all point values are going to double, so anybody could win. And here's how it's going to go. Imagine a Family Feud round where there's going to be 3 prompts in a row, 60 seconds each, but instead of answering normally, you're going to be funny. Be a smartass on Family Feud, 3 in a row. Describe a song title that... Name a song title that describes your love life. Real quick, does anybody have thoughts about it takes 2 to tango, but it takes 3 to...
Cosplay the New Day.
All right, nice. It takes 2 to tango, but it takes 3 to...
Cha-cha real smooth.
Yeah! All right, one more. It takes 3 to...
Do-si-do, but square dance, but one has been shot.
Wow, you really thought about that. I like it, it's deep. Okay, we're gonna actually hang out. If you wanna come up with a song title that describes your love lives, this one's gonna go quick, so they call it the lightning round. Coming up on 15 seconds. All right. Make up a bad idea for a Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavor. And meantime, you guys, can somebody name a song that describes your love life? Hello, darkness, my old friend. I wonder if like half the audience just went, oh, okay. Yes, ma'am.
All by myself.
Oh, don't be lonely. We're all in this room together. Let's not be all by ourselves. Oh my gosh, yes. Song title describes your love life. What love life? I love that song. All right. Song title describes your love life. Oh, wait. Okay, so you guys on stage are making up a title for an adults-only Pixar film, while we out here figure out what would be a bad idea for a Ben & Jerry's flavor. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit farther back. Bad idea for a Ben & Jerry's flavor. Take it away.
Stark's Raving Hazelnuts.
Stark Raving Hazelnuts. That's smart. I loved it, really. Okay, yes. Moose tracks with real moose. I haven't eaten yet, and I'm like, that sounds actually like pretty good. All right, yes, sir.
Fructitious orange.
Mmm, gross. All right, one more bad Ben & Jerry's flavor.
Reindeer chocolate.
Reindeer chocolate. Ho, ho, no. All right. Gonna come back up here to see how the points shake out. Anybody could win. The point values are doubled. I can't wait to find out who wins these cookies. All right. Number 1, song title describes your love life. 1 is the loneliest number. Damn. Oh. Hey, you live your life. I'm not gonna judge. Congratulations, somebody. We're all happy for you. Love hurts. Aww.
Love hurts.
All right, they're gonna vote for their favorite. Meanwhile, in this one, our artist decided to put the skull in plain view for once. He's a weird guy. He fits right in with us. All right. Bad idea for a Ben & Jerry's flavor. Butt stuff. Yep, not very appetizing. It's so locale. Hippie hair. Ugh. Mm. Oh, wow.
Wait a second.
Oh. Yes. Like half a Hot Pocket that's been sitting out in your car in the summertime. Sorry, that's when I think con funk. That's what I think of. Hot cheese and fake meat. Mmm. All right. 10 seconds to vote. All right. And finally, all comes down to this one. Adults only Pixar film. Straightforward. I like it. I get it. Nice. Okay. Why not? I get it. Adult Toy Story. Nobody wanted to do Grinding Dory? It's a cartoon fish. Get over it. All right. What I want to know is, so far, the champ has actually been the champ. That's pretty bold to call yourself the champ and then be in the first place. As we, oh wait, just kidding. Sungwon's first place. I was absolutely wrong. All right, who voted for what? Give me chocolate. Points to Josh. Wake me up. Salty's catching up. Oh man, that puts the champ in the lead. Oh! Those house answers will get you. All right. That puts Sungwon in a pretty strong lead. Ice, just ice. Oh! Yeah!
Thank you.
All right, it all comes down to this. Sungwon's phone probably fell asleep. Just no big deal. Oh! All right. 6th place, 5th place, 4th place. You guys can read. I don't know why I'm saying these things. And the winner, Sungwon, go! Now, the audience decided the funniest was also Sungwon. That's amazing. The grossest, according to the audience, was also Sungwon. Can you get a hat trick? Most offensive goes to Ronnie. All right. Give it up one more time for your contestants. Please enjoy these Hello Panda cookies, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So now it's going to happen because it's gone a little bit shorter. I'm going to do a Q&A about whatever you guys have questions for, and I'm going to dismiss the panelists one more time. Give it up for these wonderful, amazing
Thanks for coming.
people.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. You were amazing. Have a good one. You're all set.
Oh, thank you.
No one said the Adventures of Fudge and Woody, but
So, it is a normal thing for most of the audience to head out when I'm the only one left. That's A-okay. But I'm sticking around to do Q&A. So, if you're going to leave, that's totally cool. I mostly was here for Sungwon myself. But if you're sticking around, feel free to move on up. Not that far. Nice try. I was just asked if I have HPV. I hope not. All right, wonderful. I'm gonna just hang out. Thank you. I would prefer front row actually, but hey, you too, man. Cool. It's always weird when you have a conversation half into a microphone. So yeah, I'm not going to require, some of you are lining up at the mic. That's a smart idea, but, oh wait, is that for the stream? Is that the only way they are able to hear it on the stream? I'd rather just honestly call on you. So feel free to sit down and get comfy. And well, hold up. I'm gonna just slowly. Yeah, one day I need to find a way to make the game last the proper amount of time, but we so often have technical difficulties with convention networks, like Wi-Fi networks, that it doesn't start till 10 minutes in anyway. So, thank you for sticking around, those of you that did. No worries about the mass exodus of people leaving. It happens. So yeah, I'm Brent Black, a.k.a. Brentalfloss. I've done YouTube for a while. By the way, before we start, I've got a concert tonight in Omni Main Events EF. Please be there. There's going to be brand new stuff. I'm secretly writing a sci-fi musical, and I'll be performing an almost never before heard track from that. Did anybody not? What time? 10 p.m. Thanks for asking. And you can find Main Events Omni EF in your app, in the program, and also in your hearts. Okay. Questions? Yes, sir, with the long hair. It's free. If you're here and badged, you're already good. It's just Omni EF is like, you know, when the little courtyard area where everybody smokes and creepily takes pictures. If you just exit the doors you use to get into here and just cross directly across, that's where the Omni. There's some other panel events and places over there, like I think RPG tabletop stuff. Just cross all the way, and it'll be right there. It's also on your map. But thanks for asking. Yeah, it's free. And I'll also have CDs if anybody wants them. But it's really just, I just want you guys to like come hear me sing and stuff. Okay, on the aisle, yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I lived it. I'm aware. Yeah. I want to make another game, and I think it's going to be. It's going to be the culmination of what I've been doing the last 15 years, and I guess what I mean is, I've done video games with lyrics, but I haven't done a video game with lyrics. So we'll see. It's just a twinkle in my eye right now. But when you ask what I think the next big step is for me, probably that. The sci-fi musical is just I'm doing a parody musical of Wrath of Khan. The concept being that Data and Picard are working on a holodeck musical, and they have to fix it because there's a big intergalactic blibbity-flibbity, and they have to have a musical. It's goofy, but it's about Kirk and Khan in Wrath of Khan. Front row. Thank you. In regards to one of the questions, the one where you have to make a subtitle Yes. So the question is about how I found all the video clips for Sub the Title and Use Your Words. The answer is endless hours of watching shitty movies. But like, we picked from a list of movies that are public domain or what's called presumed public domain, which that gets kind of into hairy legal stuff. But I'll put it this way: because of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, movies that if you use good faith efforts to contact the one-time publisher or the one-time copyright holder, even if it's from like 60 years ago, well, in the case of North Korea, I'll just be honest with you, we didn't check with them. If they want to make an international incident out of it, they can call me. I think that'll be great publicity for the game. But in general, we made sure that they were either public domain or what's called assumed public domain. Like, there's a movie in all Esperanto called Inkubo, and probably somebody owns it, ? But they didn't even have a reel of it that they knew about for 25 years. And then somebody bought the DVD rights. We're not a DVD, so we felt okay about that one because nobody's making money that made the movie. So in general, we're working well within international copyright laws, but to answer your question, it was a lot of Googling public domain films, public domain Italian, public domain Russian, finding different websites like, for instance, Mosfilm is a Russian movie studio, and they made a lot of their movies public domain by putting them on their YouTube channel. And they're in HD, which is like, thank you, Putin. The only instance in which I'm saying that, for the record. But let me double check on how we're doing on time. Cool. Yeah, I've learned way too much Russian. Anyway, right now it's mostly the stuff that we're working on for the future is mostly Japanese and Russian. We try to make it languages that most Americans don't know, and also in places where people aren't buying the game very much, because it's not as fun if they know exactly what the subtitle's saying. All right, next question in the hat. Yes. Say again. What was it like to work with Drawfee? Really good, really professional. One person insulted my outfit, and other than that, it was amazing. It was one of those half-joking things where they're like, is that what you're going to wear? And I was like, really? Like, because I don't know. Look at me. What am I, some kind of dad lumberjack? I chop down tiny baby trees. What do me dressing is a thing that I just try to blend in, get a, rubber stamp of you pass the put-on clothes test, and move on. No, Drawfee was great. Julia was awesome. Nathan and Jacob were amazing. The space was great. And to be honest with you, if you don't know, I did a musical improv episode of Drawfee, which is a YouTube show. And I kind of surprised myself. I was really nervous about having to make up songs really fast. That said, the main character of this made-up musical was an eldritch Cocker Spaniel who wanted to be the best canoeer. So, yeah, it was like they sort of mad-libbed together the concept of the musical, but I made a ballad called Roho Horror. Like Eldritch is in Lovecraftian, this, otherworldly Lovecraftian Cocker Spaniel. And it was called Roho Horror, and it totally worked in the moment. And then later that night I was like, I think I meant yo-ho-ho. But I guess row is what you do in a canoe. So Roho Horror doesn't make any freaking sense. And everybody went along with it. And that's how elections happen. Anyway, next question. Yes, sir. Well, there is a current Switch version available right now. Has been since August, so you should pick her on up, because then you can take it to your friend's house. They don't have to even buy it, though they should. The question is, when can we expect DLC? Without pulling back the curtain too much, I would say, well, there's going to be a free content pack coming in the next month or two, hopefully sooner than that not only has something on the order of 70 or 80 new prompts in English, but also a similar number in French, because we did weirdly, surprisingly well in France. So we're throwing them le bon, and yeah. Just making sure we're good on time. Okay. Yes, sir. What was it like working on musical projects with Dwayne and Brando? Very remote. It was always like they sent me a thing and I sent it back. At one point, I was going to provide the voice and lyrics of Jewel Man for a scrapped Mega Man 9 thing. It's probably better that that didn't happen because sometimes when it's like 2009 or 10, you make some choices that wouldn't have aged very well. And I've already got enough stuff in my library that doesn't age very well. So we'll just say Jewel Man was a real interesting character. Oh, well, there you go. I'm sorry. But yeah, even when we did Toad, it was very remote. We would email about it. I would try something. The first Toad voice was like, "Hey, it's me, Toad." And they were like, just make it sound like you. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, hey, it's Toad. Hey, I'm Toad, man. Which is like kind of the Bernal Floss voice or whatever. I thought that was very strange. But yeah, that's how it was. Additional questions. You're pointing at your friend whose arm is not up. That's weird. What is the time frame for me to come up with lyrics? So let's get a little personal. So my therapist thinks I have cyclothymia, which is like the baby ride version of bipolar. It's not the dangerous version. It's like the Looney Tunes Land at Six Flags version. So when I'm hypomanic, I can write a song in a freaking, like 10 minutes I can finish a lyric. Now, it's not great yet, but like when I'm up, it can just fly out of me. And when I'm not, like, there's certain lyrics that I've been just tinkering with every few months or a couple times a year for years and years. And it's not all tied to my emotional state, but like motivation, you know, like when it kind of is like if you don't have any caffeine for like a week and then you have like a red eye, you feel like you're strapped to like a rocket pack. And for me, creatively, that's kind of how it feels sometimes. So if I can catch that in the moment, I can write some cool stuff, and it can be very fast. Shovel Knight, the entire song and video completely happened in 6 days, and I think that's my record for a with lyrics video. But then you take something like the Ballad of the Mages, which was from 2012, but I started on that in 2009 because I knew I wanted to do something about the mages, but getting it to all work and all the tunes to work with each other. I've been tinkering with a Bravely Default concept for freaking ever. And the joke is basically that, like, I keep on starting back at the beginning of the song, but every time I start back at the beginning of the song, I'm more mad than at the beginning. If you've played Bravely Default, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I think that answers your question. Purple shirt. So if you're asking what my inspiration was to do video games with lyrics, I think that I was always a songwriter, and I actually at the time was teaching children in a program called Let's Make a Musical. And so I was steeped in the idea of writing lyrics and how to do it in songwriting all day. And I got the Mega Man 3 tune stuck in my head. And so I just added some lyrics to it as a gag. I wish I had some like amazing story about how like God came to me in a dream and said, you will write lyrics to video games. But like, it was just a thing I tried. And I wish that it was less cynical, but why did I keep doing it? Well, because people liked it. It was 2008. The financial crisis was right around the corner. I was broke and just out of grad school with $65-something thousand worth of student loan debt. And people liked a thing more than they'd ever liked a thing. So I went, okay, I like video games. I like video game music. I'll try that out for a while. And then in 2010, I had an off-Broadway show for which I got paid $250 and which flopped. Even the New York Times was like, it's bad. In the same year, I was making, 5-figure checks off of the Brental Floss album. So the path kind of opened up for me, and it wasn't as much inspiration as if you have the choice between day job and write lyrics for video game tunes, it's a fairly straightforward choice. And, you guys are an example of the fact that the community that I met and became a part of in doing all that, that was a much easier choice than a normal job. Thanks for the question. I'm going to just do a couple more before I head out here. By the way, just to remind you, 10 p.m. tonight, Omni Events EF is my live concert, but also I've got a booth in the exhibitor area that I will probably not be at for much. I'm going to go there right after this. It's booth 1020, but for no good reason, it's in aisle 400. You just figure out that, but I don't understand why, but that's the deal. Aisle 400, I'll be walking directly there. So if anybody after this wants to do handshake, autograph, buy a CD, hang out for a second, that's where I'll be going. And then I'm going to go have dinner, get into my Kratos Dad Bod of War cosplay, and get ready for the show. And that's not a joke, by the way. I mean, it is a joke, but I am, in fact, doing it. Other questions while you got me? Anybody else? Just wanted to make sure anybody that didn't get a chance yet. Both repeat offenders. Okay, go ahead. My weirdest experience with a fan. Are there any kids? There's kids. Okay, so I'm going to do the weirdest PG experience with a fan. Trust me, it's not a story anyone at any age should hear. But we'll just say, look, I'll just say this. Sometimes when it's 2010 and you're 30 pounds lighter and you're working out every day and you think someone is cute and you think somebody else is cute, you think you can make it happen. And you're an idiot. The end. No. Let's see. But no, like there's all kinds of weird fan things that happen. One time, I'd had a lot to drink, and we'll just pretend it was only drinking. But I was very gone, and I was on tour, and I just realized that like this is the part of the tour where one band left and another band became part of the tour, and I was supposed to find their RV. This was 2011 in the days before Uber, and their RV had left because they couldn't find me. So I found in a parking lot my luggage and no RV, and I was gone ski to the wind ski, and like my phone battery was dead. 2011. Wasn't a smartphone. So these people walk up, and they're like, parental floss? And I was like, yeah. Like, I mean, it was one of those, I could barely hear time. I could barely see smells, but I was trying. And so these really nice super dweebs were like, you don't seem like you're in very good shape. You want to, like, crash at our hotel? And I was like, yes. Yes, I do. And, like, I somehow, like, walked on a cloud of feet. I'm sure they, you know what I mean? When you're walking, you're like, I don't know how I'm doing this, but it's happening. And they let me stay in the bed as one of the guys slept on the floor, and it was super nice, and we're all still friends. And it was weird, but it was actually kind of amazing. And had it not happened, I mean, what do? Call the police? Like, sir, you are publicly intoxicated in at least 2 ways, you know? So they really saved me. And I learned to charge your phone up and buy a smartphone so you can at least find your way back to civilization. Okay, let's do maybe 1 or 2 more. Front row. So the question, I have to tell you, I'm going to repeat your question as I heard it, and then you can clarify. The DK rap was different than stuff I'd done before. Are we to expect things to be different going forward? What do you mean? Like more SJW-ish? Is that what you're saying? Because I was kind of going for that. That's fair. Thank you, 10. Oh, I see what you're saying. So the thing is that, like, a lot of what I've done is taking a tune, and attaching lyrics to it. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I understood what you meant because you were being, not specific. So I instead of taking a tune that and attaching lyrics, I just did a parody of a pre-existing thing. And so when you've made like 80 or 90 songs on the internet, no offense, everyone sort of has their headcanon of what you do. And when you do something you've done before, they can be like, that's not what you've done before. However, like, this is not really anything new. It's just that I hadn't done anything in a while, so you probably wanted it to be with lyrics. And I kind of like, really? Oh, thanks, man. I mean, look, I don't know. I've got a Breath of the Wild song that, let me see if I can give you guys a little taste-a-rooney. This'll be, can I get audio up here, or is it still working? So it's kind of like the Great Fairy theme meets R. Kelly Ignition. And I'm going to do the whole thing tonight, but here's the basic idea. Oh my God, I don't mean to be rude, but let me put it on the line. I've never met a giant-ass fairy as fine as you. Let me bless you, caress you, de-stress you, unless you protest. Let me confess the quest of things I would just do to impress you. Now, it's not exactly rap. It's hip-hop-ish. But really, it's just me trying to be funny and use some music that was in Breath of the Wild because there were no tunes in Breath of the Wild. I know you're going to say that one, but no. You add lyrics to that one. I'll go ahead and stick with the fairy tune. Actually, the best tune in Breath of the Wild was the one where the guy on the tower is like the Birdman guy that's testing you to see how far you can hover. That was such a Mario tune. If you go back and listen to it, it is absolutely like a tune that just never got used for Galaxy or something. But I didn't want to add lyrics to it because nobody can remember it. I would defy any of you to sing how it goes. You don't know, because it played once in the game. And the rest of the game was like the sun comes out and some guy sits on a piano. That's what it sounds like. Anyway, I loved Breath of the Wild, by the way, but the tunes... Anyway, I got time for one more very short question. Yes, ma'am. My favorite Zelda. I mean, look, Breath of the Wild was really good, but I got to give it up to Link to the Past. I was born in 1984, you know? Thank you, 5. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, but like I said, I'm going to quickly pack up. And so if you want to hang out, autograph, butt slap, handshake, or CD or picture, going straight to the exhibitor area, booth 1020, which is in the aisle 400. Maybe see you there, but if not, thank you so much for tolerating me. I've been Brent Floss. Bye.